Hello, I'm Laura Marshall.
And I'm Melinda Rose, and this is Light Matters for May 22nd, 2013.
On today's show, the space telescope Kepler goes kaput, nanoantennas improve infrared sensing, and I share my final impressions of Laser World of Photonics 2013.
After discovering 132 planets over the last 4 years, the Kepler Space Telescope appears to be on life support. Launched in 2009, Kepler is NASA's first mission capable of finding Earth-sized and smaller planets around other stars. The telescope successfully completed its primary mission and entered an extended phase in November. In April, the team announced the discovery of 3 super-Earth-sized planets. Since Kepler is in a heliocentric or sun-centered orbit around 40 million miles from Earth, it's not possible to send a repair team. The orbit was chosen to enable Kepler to continuously observe target stars since its field of view is never blocked. Spacecraft in low Earth orbit find nearly half their view of the sky is blocked by the Earth itself, with the obscured region constantly changing. Another advantage of Kepler's orbit is that it allows the craft to have a very stable pointing attitude. It must execute a 90-degree roll every 3 months to reposition its solar panels to face the sun while keeping the instrument aimed at the target field of view. That's accomplished with the help of its reaction wheels, but 2 of those 4 wheels have now failed. Kepler is now in safe mode and has a few months of fuel left, but since 2 wheels have failed, NASA says it's unlikely that the spacecraft will be able to return to the high pointing accuracy that enabled its high-precision photometry. But no decision has yet been made to end data collection. But even if the telescope stops collecting data, there is still enough that has yet to be fully analyzed that could lead to more discoveries for years to come.
Engineers at the University of Pennsylvania have developed an optomechanical thermal IR detector that works by connecting mechanical motion to temperature changes. Previously, such sensors had comparatively low sensitivity. The Penn team's device boosted that sensitivity by including slot nanoantennas, or cavities etched into a gold layer at intervals that correspond to wavelengths of mid-IR light. That approach improved the conversion efficiency of the detector by 10 times and may lead to more sensitive IR cameras and more compact chemical analysis techniques. Existing infrared detectors for spectroscopy use cryogenically cooled semiconductors or microbolometers, both of which need expensive, bulky equipment to increase their sensitivity. The advantage of the new approach is that it could reduce the footprint of an IR sensing device to something that would fit on a disposable silicon chip, and the team actually fabricated such a device in their study. While only a proof of concept for now, future research will demonstrate the device's capabilities as a low-cost way of analyzing individual proteins and gas molecules. The work was published in Nano Letters.
Well, Laura, it's nice to have you back in the studio this week. I missed having a co-host while you were at Laser World of Photonics.
Yeah, it's good to be home, but I did have such a productive and enjoyable trip to Munich. The trade show floor was upbeat. I spoke to several companies, large and small, about their latest technologies. It was a really good show. The panels and forums in the World of Photonics Congress were especially exciting. My favorite had to be the Unmet Needs session in the Biophotonics and Medical Engineering Forum. Dr. Christian Betz, senior physician and lecturer in the ENT clinic at the Ludwig Maximilians University in Munich, called for advanced optical techniques for screening, mapping, and biopsying head and neck cancers. He pointed out that autofluorescence imaging, which is highly sensitive but relatively nonspecific, can be used in conjunction with standard clinical examinations for screening purposes. For mapping, he said OCT can differentiate between pre- and early malignant mucosal lesions with some false positives. And for optical biopsies, he said confocal microscopy can provide live visualization distinguishing normal tissue from diseased tissue. He went on to name treatment options such as PDT that haven't yet found wide acceptance. Part of the issue is that there haven't been enough clinical studies on the application of these techniques in the clinic, and that's where more work needs to be done. Betz added that in addition to these scientific needs, more research, there are economic issues too, including reimbursement and equipment design and availability. Most of the other lecturers in that session said the same thing. Karin Schütze of Cell Tool GmbH said that in addition to a lot more data, unmet needs include systems that are ready for biological research and applications, reliable data processing, database management, and an eventual data bank for analysis and comparison of results. She said we need to move from using antibody-based markers and probes to optical ones. It will be, as she called it, a paradigm shift from biochemistry to biophotonics. I have to say it really was inspiring to hear from researchers, clinicians, and companies on the future of photonics for biomedicine and other applications.
Great. Last time I was there in 2011, biophotonics appeared to be on the move, and sounds like it was this year as well. And
Absolutely.
I hope I can join you there in 2015.
Yes.
Well, that's it for this edition of Light Matters, Photonics Media's weekly newscast.
As always, you can write to us with your comments or questions at lightmatters@photonics.com.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.